And we're back here once again with another episode of the Cloud9 podcast, season 15, episode 5. So I hope you guys had a great day, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week that is ahead of you. And if you are watching and listening to this episode of the Cloud9 podcast after it ended airing live, you are most likely watching and listening to this episode of the Cloud9 podcast on Friday. And if you are watching and listening to this episode of the Cloud9 podcast on the replay on Friday, then I hope you guys have a great weekend as well. As for me, coming up the rest of this week and the weekend, pending how I feel tonight, I should have the show that I usually have with Lunchbox Warren. And then after that, Friday, we have our show once again around 8:30, 8 p.m. PST. Usually if it's Thursdays, it's like 9:30, 9:45 p.m. PST. And then Saturday, depending on how I feel after getting off of work, if I get off work early enough, come home, rest, then I'll basically just not stream Saturday, no game streams, no podcast episodes, and then I'm just going to go to the movie theater to watch Ryan Coogler's newest movie, Sinners, and then I'll just do an episode, a full day of going to the movie theater out of that. But if I don't end up doing that, I'll just do a game stream on Saturday, and then on Sunday, we're going to do the Cloud9 podcast once again, and then it's going to obviously, start up again Monday with how the shows usually go. But joining me here in this episode of the Cloud9 podcast to talk about the 2025 NBA playoffs and LoL esports is Mr. Blanks. What's up, man? How are you doing?
What's going on, man? This shit's crazy. Oh, this shit's crazy. This whole week is crazy, man.
Remember what I said? There's a possibility that the Knicks start up 3-0 and then a reverse sweep may happen. That was my crazy prediction.
Yeah, that shit happened years ago that Boston lost game 7. Doesn't matter.
So there's a good chance that the Knicks actually start 3-0 because for the 2025 NBA playoffs, if you guys are watching, the New York Knicks actually ended up going up 2-0 over the Boston Celtics, and they are the favorites in the series, and they are having not a good time at all. Something about your team is making them very, very frustrated, honestly. But before we get into all that, how was your week so far, man?
Long as hell, man.
Oh my God, dude. So what's going on with you and Yu-Gi-Oh? You ain't feeling it anymore? You just done?
Yeah. I was playing and I was just like, dude, I'm just done. I don't know. It was like I like playing Edison format, but even that's kind of gotten stale. It's like I just like I love the anime,
Yeah, I do too. Yeah,
it's like,
but just not there for you to play the card game anymore.
It's like
got no love for it. Damn.
It's like the game's not the game. It's like even when back like 3 years ago, the game was relatively better, because there weren't you needed 2 cards to do something. Like now you got cards that do one thing, and it's like, oh, I negate this. Oh, got this activation engraver. I don't know. It just kept power creeping too fast. Where I was just like, I just didn't have love for it anymore. It's not like when I loved Pokemon and came back. It was like Pokemon was still the same. It's just bigger Pokemon. It's like I could take breaks, but it's like I don't miss Yu-Gi-Oh! When I left. I didn't miss it. Like Pokemon, I do miss it to a certain degree. It's like, that's the crazy part. Like,
yeah, I don't know, because people were hyping up the day 1 and day 2 pricing, and for me, I think it's like that analogy I gave a long time ago of if you're stranded in a desert and then you're saved, and then someone would give you Arrowhead water, and then someone would drink it, and someone will be like, "Damn, that's the best water I've ever had." Well, you've been starving for so long, you're going to just take anything at that point, and you're going to probably think it's going to taste like the best thing ever. But then after you're saved and you're given I don't know, Dasani or whatever water you guys drink, and you know it doesn't taste like shit like Arrowhead, you're like, man, Arrowhead tastes like shit. It's basically the idea of people have been basically so starved of anything good as far as like Yu-Gi-Oh pricing for so long that they'll just take anything. And yes, these kind of things are like a step in the right direction, but some of the card choices have just been really awful. Like,
yeah.
And this is the thing, it's like, why is this getting praised? Some of this stuff is actually terrible. Like, it's not even like you can play it right now. Some of these cards are objectively awful.
Because it's a step in the right. It's a step in the right direction. They're going back to what it should have been. What it should have been before was prize cards of cards that are staple. Yep. People are talking about. I remember Califax said it should be cards from that set. Like that would make sense too. Like high value cards, get them. You know.
What I said was that they should just make them. I guess like at least 3 of them, if you're doing this kind of thing, make like 3 of them the meta relevant staples that people are utilizing at that moment in time. I don't think that's a bad assessment, because if you're playing in a YCS, you would want to get your, I guess, the pricing of the cards to be like stuff that is currently usable. And I want to show you guys some of the cards that they actually are going to be giving out for like day 1, day 2. Apparently, it's going to be in packs too, but it doesn't really matter about the whole packs and everything. These are the card selection that we have. So you have like Cyber Dragon, and it's like, okay, I get they're going to try to appeal to like collectors and the casuals, but let's be honest here. For people that are playing in formats right now, it doesn't matter. Take what I'm saying right now in this episode, if you're watching it, and apply it to any year moving forward. Because I know people are gonna be like, "But there's this one meta deck right now," and it's like, I don't give a fuck. Just apply this to any fucking year moving forward. This should be stuff you're going to be using right now, and it should be either staples that are going to be very good within the immediate future, or it's something that isn't exactly good right now, but has the ability to be good in the future. You know, that's what I would assume competitive players want. Like, what competitive player or even casual player really wants Gaga Magician? And also, Gaga Magician, this has an ultimate rare printing that has always been worth $1. Like, I'll show you right now. TCG player, Gaga Magician. There was this like Vexel collection tin that had like Volcasaurus in there.
Yeah.
This literally has an ultimate rare that no one wants. Gaga Magician. Yep, right here. Ultimate rare. This is probably one of the easiest, cheapest ultimate rare to get, and it's 24 cents. Looks pretty damn good. I'll tell you, look, this looks really good. I had this because it looks kind of cool. But who wants that? Like, is that what? Who do they think their fan base is?
Like Cyber Dragon for Cyber Dragon players. That's like the
Cyber Dragon is one of those decks that can sometimes be a decent rogue deck.
Yeah, if it gets the right support, it'd be good for like regionals. Blue Eyes
makes sense. Blue Eyes is one of the best decks people are using.
Can't see there because of Fiendsmith.
Yep. Does anyone use Desires right now?
Not as much.
Not really.
Not as much. He did. Shadal Fusion, that's for Dual Alliance format.
Yep. But who's playing like Shadal's right now? You're thinking like, okay, that like sometimes the Shadal engine can be a decent rogue option. Sometimes
it's been good in like three years.
Yeah.
But, okay. I can break down Cyber Dragon. There are people that go back and play. I've been playing a lot of Time Wizard format.
Okay.
2019 tallest format is cool. Blue Eyes White Dragon meta.
Right.
King Caesar seen in Fiendsmith.
Okay.
Cloud Desires is always going to be a card that people are going to play. Charge of Light Brigade, Teledad, and there's one other format. Shadal Fusion, Duels Alliance format. Dante, Duels Alliance format.
But no one's playing BA right now. I haven't seen any players
play
BA in forever. Yeah.
UTA, people are playing PK Fire and Burning Abyss. Black card
wins for like Edison format, right?
Edison, Gaga. Yep. I don't remember when Gaga
never played ever. Never. That card has never been played competitively ever. It's not even a rogue strategy anyone considers as good.
And the rival added Mister. That's the
The Link Monster? Yeah.
Yeah, that's for the new support that for Agonister. I gotta buy the support because I still got an Agonister deck. I gotta sell. I got that. I gotta buy a bunch of cards from the new set because I gotta sell them.
So it says 513 duelists equals top 64 will get this.
Yep.
513 to 1,024 duelists, top 128 will get this. And 1,024 duelists equals top 560 get this. So then we have the other ones that are a lot of this is the other ones people were talking about. So if you get top 32, you get a card trooper with the YCS stamp on it. Top 16 gets the effect Veiler, right?
Yep.
Okay. So effect Veiler, obviously, this is a hand trap that people utilize in many different formats. I mean, there's formats where it's the best hand trap, it's still an option, a side deck option. Hand traps have been the thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forever at this point. I don't know why anyone would want this. I would much rather that be thrown into this. Sorry, other picture. I'd rather this be that be swapped out. Like if you gave, I would say put Blue Eyes where Card Trooper's place is, and you're kind of cooking with gas there. I don't know why anyone in the top 32, if you even went to like that spot and got that higher ranking, why the fuck would you want that? And people are gonna be like, but you could sell them. That's why I've never liked those arguments of the idea of you could sell them. Who is going to buy that?
Oh, there's collectors. It's crazy. The thing is, I'm
not disagreeing. I'm saying like outside of the collectors who want that, the people that are going to collect it are going to buy it. No one's going to want it. It has a small peak of when it will sell because the idea about Yu-Gi-Oh players, the reason why they want a better pricing is because they're like, okay, if I don't get money, well, I could just like sell the cards. Okay, Veiler will sell. Veiler in like every single rarity sells. Good. Yeah. Cyber Dragon sells.
And Veiler's good now. That's when people would definitely buy it.
Yeah. Cyber Dragon sells decently sometimes. Blue Eye sells all the time very well. Potted Desire sells very well. A lot of these some sell decently well. But some of these choices are just awful. Like, who the fuck wants Gale the Whirlwind? Who the fuck wants Gaga Magician? Like, Charles' Light Brigade? Really?
Like, no. That for those like those crazy ass
like I wonder what's better in top 32. Getting actually a playmat or getting this. Because keep in mind, it's not just about, guys, in theory, you can sell the cards. I'm not saying you can't. The problem is, was there a market for that? Is there a market for people that are just going to be buying up Card Trooper outside of like 10, 20 collectors that may exist?
That's the same thing. Is there a market for people buying mats? There used to be, but that
used to be.
That shit kind of gone now.
Yeah, most people just buy the customized play mats from the people that do them, Yeah. And usually when you have a mat, have this mat that you have for like a very long time. You don't just buy a new mat like every single tournament. Most people just have the mat they have and they just use it. Yep. It's like I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh players just I don't know. It's why sometimes I contemplate not even doing the market watches anymore is because fucking people's brains are so short-sighted. Like, step in the right direction, sure, but the card selections could have been way better. That's kind of just all I wanted to say about it, honestly. Just because you can sell something doesn't mean you will. Like, do you know how you look through people's binders and shit and stuff that they've had for like 5 years ago that you saw in that binder will never sell? That is going to be some of those cards in people's binders. Yeah, they'll look pretty in a binder. They'll look great. Will they sell? Fuck if I know, honestly. But the 2025 NBA playoffs continuing. New York takes the 2-0 series lead. OKC evens the series 1-1. And also tonight, Minnesota Timberwolves even out the series 1-1. The Indiana Pacers went up 2-0 over the Cleveland Cavaliers. And we'll talk about it right now. So let's go over which side do you want to go over first? The West or the East?
The Western. That one.
Okay, like the Nugget game they had was game 1. Nuggets pretty much beat them pretty hard, honestly. Score looked kind of close, but I say they won that pretty handily. OKC came back really, really, really good in game 2. Like they really came. Okay, we're gonna show you why we're the first seed, honestly. So nice little bounce back there from OKC. As you guys know, with Stephen Curry, he had that hamstring injury that he had a long time ago resurface because he had one a while ago, I think around 2017, 2016 time period, before 2020. And then now he is going to end up being out for, I think, until potentially if this series goes like what? If this series goes to game 7, he's going to be out for games 2 through 4, right?
2 for 4. I mean, he'll be back in next series because he'll be back by game 5.
True. Mm-hmm. K4, Paulo, what's up, buddy? How about the Celtics? Yeah, they are running it down right now.
We'll definitely talk about them.
Oh, we are. And not forget, can't wait to. Yeah, I managed to watch pretty much every single game except for some of the Cleveland Cavalier Indiana Pacer games a little bit. I managed to catch the the NBA YouTube channel.
I did watch the fourth quarter. That's part.
I caught most of the fourth quarter for both of the games. I did watch the fourth quarter for game 2. So, I mean, Anthony Edwards he had a foot injury tonight, did he? Because I remember when he was playing against the Lakers, LeBron fell on his foot. That guy's just that guy's a work of art, honestly. So Minnesota did come back and win tonight. Very big. They won by 22-25, I think. Actually, I think Charles Barkley talked about this too, where like people were getting mad that coaches were criticizing players, and he had mentioned that it's not exactly criticizing; it's just coaching. It's like I don't know what people really want out of coaches. They want coaches to be the person to come in like the Kool-Aid man and be like, "Surprise, motherfucker! I'm putting my foot down, and you guys are gonna do everything I say." And then they'll be like, you can't do that. That's too harsh. But what that tells me is that like none of you guys ever actually played a sport in your life. I have. I played softball, for church for many years. I played tennis in school where you had a coach actually. Like a coach being harsh on you is not just because they're fucking being like this person that's trying to tear you down. They're trying to just inherently from their point of view, make you better from what they see from an outside point of view. And everyone keeps saying the players now are just way too soft. Well, that's because no one is allowing the coaches to do what they need to do. If the coaches are not allowed to do what they need to do, then you get this mindset where the players just feel like they can do whatever they want. So I don't really know what people want. Do you want the hard head coach to come in and be like, I'm fixing this? Or do you want the head coach to be just like letting the players run everything? Because there should be a hierarchy in this. You're the person in charge. You need to make the decisions, and they should be doing what you said, But what do you think, man?
I mean, the coaches are there to do what they do, but some of these coaches don't know how to coach. That's the sad part of us. They like, and it's very evident when you look. You're like, yeah, these.
Well, we know that Denver Nuggets coach did not know how to coach shit because Jokic came in there and he was the coach. Holy shit!
Yeah. Man. Oh yeah, no. That new coach. Yeah, no. He has no idea.
Yeah, you would think someone like Doc Rivers could coach like the Bucks. No, that didn't.
No, the issue is he's never a real good coach at all. He got lucky one year, and then he just been coasting off that ever since. And that's the crazy part.
Let's go to Eastern Conference. You had Pacers versus Cavaliers. They started up 2-0. Some of the good players on the Cavs are out right now because they're injured. One of the best players, or one of the players that went underrated for a lot of people, ended up making a play toward the very end to get them up 2-0. Do you see the Cavaliers winning at this point now?
If their players don't come back, I think they're as good as done.
You just sweep. Tyrese Halliburton played really well recently. Yeah. So, damn, 2-0 right now. So, if you're going to update your predictions right now, are you still keeping the Nuggets to beat OKC?
Yeah, as of now.
You're still having the Warriors beat the Timberwolves, even though Stephen Curry might miss a few games?
After tonight, ATL rolled his ankle.
Yeah, so both the best shooters are out right now.
Yep.
This is the toss-up. If they don't win game 3, I'm just going to – the Pacers are going to the finals. That's it.
Yeah.
If you're in that – so, I don't know if people understand, the whole reverse sweep pressure situation. In some of these games right now, for the Celtics and the Cavs, all you have to do is win just one game, because then pressure shifts to the other team, and it's the pressure on them to kind of crush you again to prove that, hey, we are that team to, beat you right now, But then if you start kind of taking your foot off the gas pedal, then they win another game. oh shit, now we're tied. Oh shit, they won another one. Okay, now you're about to get reverse swept. Yeah, you want to make sure if you're in a winning position, do exactly what you were doing to win and make sure that's the thing that you're striving for. That's what I always would say, But then you do have the match result that has surprised everyone. Knicks versus Celtics. Yeah, Celtics are having just a really rough go against the New York Knicks right now, having the worst three-point field goal average ever, honestly.
Yeah.
Just I don't even know what to say. Like, they were up 20 game 1, lost that, just constantly making threes and missing. Like, Jason Tatum made I think 10 points in one of the games, actually. They just completely lost their lead in game 1 and just constantly doing the same thing, hoping that it would net the same result, and that didn't work at all. Game 2 was, you would think,
it was the same. No, game 2 was the same thing. They're up 20 and then boom.
And guess what? It was closer of a score. It was 101 to 100 or something like that.
Nope. 90. It was 91, 90.
90. Yeah. You had a 1 point difference for a game 2 win.
Yeah.
1 point difference. And then by the time in game 2, when the Celtics were I swear to God, you guys, literally, if you watched the whole game, at one point, they hadn't made shit. And Jason Tatum was like, okay, I'm just going to run down. He got fouled. He got the ball, ran down, dunked it. They're like, you think to yourself, you guys have missed, debatably, 15 3-pointers in a row in the last 8 minutes. And then you suddenly realize to yourself after the 15th miss, hey, let's just dunk the ball, lay up, maybe we'll do some floaters. Yeah, I truly don't know how the coach just doesn't go, hey guys, this is not working. Time out. This is not working. Stop doing this. Literally, you need to play defense against Jalen Brunson because he's just running around the whole court, just destroying people. You need to make sure you shut this guy down. No one's shutting down Jalen Brunson. What is going on here? This Jalen Brunson's just taking his whole foot and shoving it up their ass for some reason. I swear this guy's making plays I didn't even think were humanly possible. There was one play he was dribbling, put it under his legs, threw it up over the dude's head, and actually made it. I was like, okay, they might actually be mentally tilted out their face. They might actually be super hard tilted right now after this. Holy mother of God. But what do you think, man? Do you think the Knicks go up 3-0 with their next game?
Part of me said yes, but part of me is going to feel like it's going to be the 2019 Washington Nationals, Houston Astros, where I think Boston's going to tie it. I got a weird feeling. They're going to tie it 2-2, but then the Knicks are going to win Game 5 in Boston, lose Game 6 at home, and then win Game 7 in Boston. I have a weird feeling.
Because Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson have been playing very well right now. Do you have a thought in the back of your head that the Celtics that we thought coming into the series is going to click and it's just going to start going? Because that should be the thought in back of people's heads. I would not count out this team until you actually straight up win Game 4. Honestly, it's very similar to how T1 used to be back in the day. They're like, oh, T1 kind of is having a rough, shaky season right now in playoffs. Just randomly when they get starting just a single win against a team, then it just keeps going. Right now, if you're the Knicks, you have the mental edge. Just win Game 3 and 4. You're in the conference finals. And keep in mind, they were down and out both games. They were down 20 points on average. They did find a way to make it work. Go into Game 3 knowing, hey, we can beat these guys. Now, them always having a massive deficit against them, it's crazy how they just keep losing these games. They're not even playing badly to be in a spot to lose,
And the crazy part about it is
have a 3,
Yeah.
I don't get it. If I'm on the court and I miss 8 threes in a row, I'm not making a 3 for the whole night. Just not doing it, What about you, man? What do you think?
But you got to think about it. The Knicks went on 4 against the Celtics, but half of those games were coming down.
Those games were very close. All those games were very close.
Two of them were close.
The last one of the regular season easily could have went the Knicks' way. Easily.
Yeah. One of them was such a blowout.
You don't count that. That one was a fisting.
Yeah, one of them was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, now we got our whole shit kicked in," but the other time was like, "Oh yeah, no, we're gonna beat them. We're definitely gonna beat them."
Yeah,
because
this is the thing here is since the Celtics have been up 20 points each game, and it's basically, would you consider it Celtics choking to allow the Knicks to come back to win?
Yes.
But there is also the aspect of Jalen Brunson really getting them out of that rut. Like, how many times in the series can they count on Jalen Brunson really getting them out of this? Before the Celtics go, hey, let's just put our big guys on this guy and shut this guy down.
But also,
to be fair,
but I'm gonna tell you why it's choking. Because Boston.
They're choking. I don't disagree.
Boston always had the final shot. Jason Tatum game 2 went to his left. It got blocked.
I saw that. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mikal Bridges saved the game twice. Back-to-back games.
Remember, Jalen Brunson was going to make that 2-point shot. They had to foul him because they realized if he made that 2-point shot and he got the foul, that would have, because he made both of his free throws, right? Because that 89, 90, 91. If he made that, they'd be at 93. So they factored in, hey, if we foul this guy, he'll get 2 free throws, but they'll be at 91. We can run the ball down the court. Jason Tatum makes a 3-pointer. We might win the game because only 10 seconds left anyway. It's like they should never even be in that desperate spot anyway.
But then Jason Tatum is in the same spot to get blocked by Mikal Bridges. Like,
he ran straight past the big guy and he did a shot. And he was like, I got blocked? Yes, you literally ran past the dude that's 6'5". What do you think was gonna happen, buddy? What's wrong with you?
Like, game 1, it got stripped out of the hands of Jaylen Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Game 2, it gets blocked by Mikal Bridges, the same player, stealing and blocking shit.
Yep.
It's like, you see that motherfucker close to you, don't even try to shoot it. He's just gonna block the hell out of it.
Why didn't he just challenge for the layup and then just take the foul? If he had took the layup, it would have been 92. They would have. I mean, he missed his free throws too
because those refs weren't calling those shots like that.
Last night, it was game 2. I could have swore he missed a few free throws. No, he made his last 2. So what he could have done, he went down, got fouled, got the free throws and win, but he went for the Hail Mary 2-pointer play, and it's like, that's what happens. But this is the thing is they shouldn't be in these spots to even have that happen. How is this happening? I don't get it. You shouldn't be in that. You shouldn't even be in that spot to have that as a situation anyway. And now they're 2-0 down. I mean, are they going to start? If they bet they need to turn it on in game 3. If they turn it on in game 3, potentially they win in game 2. Series is even. Then now we're cooking with gas. If they lose game 3, guys, I'm gonna just call it right now. They're gonna lose every game. There's no way. There's no way a team just completely should be in winning spots like that and then choke away 2 wins and then lose the other win. Because imagine what if you guys come out swinging and your game 3 and then you guys are up like you win by like 20. We'll say you guys win by 20 this time around.
Yeah.
Then the mentality is gonna shift and they're gonna start questioning. Oh my God, yeah, they actually aren't that bad. Crap. Ugh. So. What do you think, man? Because we'll be able to know. Because when the next time are they going to play? When's the next games? Let me see.
Saturday, 3 o'clock.
You guys play game 3 Saturday. Yeah.
3 p.m. Yep.
3 p.m. So it's like, what, 6 p.m. for you they're going to play?
No, 3 p.m. our time.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you're right. It's Saturday. So it's
they're playing
my time. And it's been quite. The Knicks are going to be at the home game, right?
Yep.
At the home game right there. So... Oh my God, those Knicks fans, right? Where they were at the Celtics fucking stadium. Did you see that video where the guys didn't want to leave? Oh my God!
And the motherfuckers start getting to the fight after. This shit felt
That's
like
why no one likes New York fans, man. You guys are weird people. Oh my God!
Guess what?
They're from Connecticut. I'm from New York.
But guess what? Boston fans are just as bad. Motherfuckers always forget that. Boston fans are much worse, much more irritable.
Oh yeah.
New York fans. We know them niggas is crazy. I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah. I mean, after that Kai Cenat shit, we know they're mentally deranged.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. And guess what? That shit's tame. That shit, motherfuckers getting
this black dude out here dancing on a car so hard.
That's tame shit. That's tame. go to the Bronx, motherfuckers out there flipping over cars for fun. They flipping over cars for fun, motherfuckers out there. This Red Sox dude was talking shit, said, I'll be in one of y'all motherfuckers' ass. This little short motherfucker came up, clocked him in the head one time, motherfucker. That motherfucker dropped. And then they all stripped him butt naked. The only thing he had left on was a tank top and underwear. They took the nigga's socks. Oh, fuck. I was like,
oh, shit.
Take the motherfucking socks.
And then you're thinking about that Boondocks meme where it's a Thugnificent. It's like, what do to make them niggas that, man?
Like that was it. They said, nigga moment where motherfuckers just throw a chair and start fighting. That shit is actually real.
I saw that today in Philly. There's a video in Philly where people just started fighting. A cop got shot in the stomach. Like, where are we doing this?
That's Philly. Oh, after you motherfuckers won the Super Bowl 2018, the whole shit, man. Motherfuckers.
It's so weird how you're supposed to be celebrating a great moment for your city and then you burn it down. I don't even know how they even make
burn down. Motherfucker was peeing everywhere in the streets. I went to Philly that same year. A couple months later, the whole city smelled like piss. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, damn, a month later, y'all motherfuckers. The alleyways was disgusting. Oh no. Oh my God. Motherfuckers. That shit.
Remember that chick Knuble, the white lady who lived in Philly? She said it's horrible. I don't know how she does it out there. She said she didn't like it. But she's in a different area. But she says homeless people she said the tunnel where you drive in. Yeah. Homeless people from the beginning of it all the way to the end.
Oh yeah. And it got much worse since I've been there because I was there back in 2018.
Oh, shit. Been
back since. Hell nah. Yo, motherfucker talk about, let's go. I'm not going out after 7 o'clock. What the fuck? Motherfucker, once it gets dark, once the sun goes down, I'm back at the hotel. I'm back at the hotel. I'm ordering motherfucking food or I'm going to the motherfucking,
Here's the real kicker. Is Chaz going to go to a Knicks game? The cheapest ticket for the Knicks home game is $734. The average price is $989.
I got a friend who's trying to get his game 4 tickets. He got out. I'm busy. I'm busy Saturday, and I won't be able to go to the game. One game I want to go, I couldn't go.
Jason, people want you to be the face of the league. They're saying you're like the best player. You can't be scoring 13 points, dude. What are you doing?
Still better than Kyle Kuzma. I don't give a fuck.
No, dude, Bronny James is better than him. And Bronny James is not good.
Yeah, 13 points.
5
for 19. Motherfucker, you scoring 25%.
In this game. If you go and watch it, for 8 minutes straight, this man was shooting heat-seeking L's.
Just
8 minutes straight.
This motherfucker was just whiffing. I thought that shit. That shit was bad. I was like,
you know that one motherfucker who's a Celtics fan from Jody's channel? I want to see him right crying in the corner right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, L's.
No, 8 minutes straight. Jason Tatum takes fucking, I forgot how many shots he took. The man L every single moment. I was like, man.
5 for 19. This motherfucker 26% average.
That's like the best. That's supposed to be the best player, the leader of the team. And that is just unacceptable. If like someone is shooting that bad, I'm sorry, I gotta bench you. I'll put in the worst player over you. Man, coaches these days, Jesus Christ. This was Jason Tatum in the first
2 points. 9 rebounds.
Worse than James Harden. Because James Harden, he's on vacation right now. He's in the hood or something, getting his back blown out by Diddy or something.
That motherfucker in Cancun.
God, man. Oh, jeez, man. But yeah, just Knicks going up 2-0. It's rumored that Klay Thompson might want to go back to the Warriors.
He needs to go back to the Warriors.
Yeah, I think he realized, hey, I think I probably should go back to California. Yes.
Definitely after you go to Dallas, try to win a championship, and then they trade the best player halfway through the season. Yep.
And then the other best player has an ACL fucking injury.
Yep.
Like it wasn't the fact that Nico traded Luka. The other best player that people thought could get them at least maybe semis
got injured right after they got him traded. It's not like they still had Luka after Kyrie got injured.
Right.
Kyrie went from average with Luka, he was averaging about 30 minutes a game.
Mm-hmm.
After Luka got traded, this motherfucker started playing 44 minutes a game, about 40-something minutes a game. No wonder his shit went out. You telling this motherfucker he got to play a whole nother full quarter of minutes per game? No wonder his fucking ACL went out. His legs fell apart.
Yeah, like literally fucking if you're Klay Thompson, you're like, okay, I want to move away from the Warriors. I want to kind of, show people that I can still be good without being around Stephen Curry. And then he goes to the Mavericks, everyone. So Kyrie Irving and Luka's there. They trade Luka, and the only other player that could potentially give him a shot at doing anything tears his ACL.
Yep. And then Anthony Davis starts.
And Anthony Davis, when he comes in, he's injured. He's out for what, 10, 15 games or whatever. Yeah. He's out. When he does come back, he did play very well, but like that's not enough. It's just not, And
I went from the 5th seed to the 10th seed. The only reason why you got the 10th seed because Phoenix Suns were absolute dog shit of a team. Dog shit.
They actually were only 10th by default because every other team worse than them was actually just so much worse. They couldn't even climb.
Phoenix had 3 great players on the team and couldn't even get to the playoffs.
Remember that guy Kevin Durant, everyone, the guy who hopped to the super team to win and everything? Yeah, he's on the Suns. Yeah, he himself was fine, but that rest of that team is trash.
Garbage. They pay a motherfucker $40 million.
He has a horrible eye test with picking teams. Horrible.
No. This is what it was. He wanted to be the guy. That's why he left Golden State because he's emotionally fragile. When Draymond said, we won before you got here. True, but you shouldn't be saying that to the mostly fragile motherfucker. He doesn't take. Motherfucker could have taken a $25 million bonus just to say, "Oh no, I'm a opt out." Motherfucker, you're not playing that season.
He wanted to test the free market.
No, fuck all that. You injured. You're not playing this season. Take the money with Golden State and then leave in 2020. Motherfucker goes Kyrie. Doesn't play the whole year. Misses the 2019-2020 year because of and then COVID happens. Misses good chunk of that comeback to 2021. Kyrie's finally healthy, and then they get James Harden. But guess what? Kyrie has to miss all the home games because he doesn't want to get yay. And then they only guess what? Out of 164 whatever amount of games, they only play 6. James Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant only play 16 games together. And they eventually ended up getting injured. And if Kevin Durant had a 1 inch smaller feet, they go to the NBA Finals. Because I believe they beat Atlanta.
But I will say this. It's nothing bad. It can't be as bad as being a fan of the Portland Trailblazers. Because the guy Lunchbox Warren, guys? He's a Portland Trailblazers fan.
Oh,
all right, but buddy, you guys are going to be. I say, hey,
bad for a while. Y'all gonna be bad for a while. Oh, the worst one's the Kings. I went all in, traded their best player.
Oh, I know that story.
Chicago, and y'all get whooped by the Mavericks. How the fuck you get beat?
And the Mavericks were actively trying to dismantle their whole org.
And Sacramento was just like, "Oh, we'll do you one better."
Like Nico Harris, outside of the Luka trade, the fucking Mavericks were literally trying to basically tank their whole season, and the Kings were like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll do you one better.
They traded a bunch of motherfuckers from Chicago and became the Chicago Kings. That's what they did. Guess what? Both the 9th seed, Chicago and Sacramento were both the 9th seed. And guess what? They both got beat by the 10th seed. How the fuck y'all trade with each other?
I mean, you can't be anything worse than the Pelicans.
Oh no! You know the fuck I'm saying about the Pelicans. The Pelicans are going to take the leap this year.
A leap between competing for 15th.
Brandon Ingram gets injured. Zion's still fat as a motherfucker.
Like I hate it when people keep saying that, oh, this bottom team will make a leap this year because that's happened in League 2. Oh, they'll go from
they were actually supposed to. Pelicans were like number 1 like last year before they fell to like
Pelicans
7,
ended off the year with a 7-game losing streak. Holy motherfuck.
Yep. And then their best player that they got in the trade, DeJounte Murray, he gets injured, and a bunch of players get injured, and then the Pelicans were like, "Oh, okay, let's just tank."
Do you remember that fucking thing with the Charlotte Hornet? I think the coach. He was like, "Yeah, people should come over here and play. It's a pretty good place to be." Y'all went 19-63. This is an option for no one. No one looks at
what? Like guess what? They also why is it the 14 seeded team? They 7-game losing streak as well. What the fuck? You what? 40.
Yo, did you see that press conference?
L7 look squared. They're squared because they're L7.
Did you see that press conference their head coach had? When he was like, "Yeah, I think moving forward next year, a lot of players will see Charlotte as a good option." Guys, I'm being honest here. If you're a player and you look at their record and you think that's a good option, you deserve to never win anything. If you go there, I promise you deserve to lose.
But the biggest disappointment this year, that 13 seed, that motherfucking Philadelphia 76ers.
You always say Philadelphia teams is trash outside of the Eagles.
No. Last year, these motherfuckers were the 7th seed. And we beat them at 6. Yeah. They motherfucking injured our center. Bullshit ass, bitch ass nigga. Joel African Bambuba motherfucker. Fuck that nigga. Like, bitch ass nigga. Motherfucker. Fuck Philly. The Sixers. Them motherfuckers, they were the 7th seed. Them motherfuckers was 24-58.
The Hawks, I'll be honest with you, man. Watching the Hawk games was horrifying. I was like, how is this a team? The
Hawks will either win by 30 or lose by 30. There's no in between. Them motherfuckers, they beat.
Watching their games was criminal.
This is crazy. This is the tale of 2 seasons. The Hawks beat the Bulls by 25 and then get beat by like 40 by the Heat. Like, what? Y'all niggas don't play no defense.
And then you got the Pistons over here. They ain't won a playoff actual series since 2007. Guys, they won their first playoff game this year.
This 2008.
Not a series, guys. First actual playoff game, single game they won this year.
Yeah.
And one of the last ones was 2008. Guys, in 2008, I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
That's when Iron Man came out. That's when The Dark Knight came out.
I remember I was in 11th grade when they got their last playoff win. I remember that. Because that was the end of the era. Because after that,
I remember they were talking shit on Twitter to the Knicks. They're like, "Yeah, we're gonna beat you guys."
Okay. And then we beat them in New York. We're down 3-2. And then motherfuckers got beat again in game 6.
The craziest thing I'll say is that their almost wins against the Knicks looked a lot more competitive than the Celtics wins.
Oh, yeah.
Which is crazy. You could argue the Pistons played the Knicks better than the Celtics, which is fucking wild to think about, honestly.
They actually do. The Pistons have use and speed on us, but the issue is they got no goddamn experience. They're a bunch of YNs, like, crashing out. Plus the refs. The refs don't, as much as the refs hate us, they hate Detroit even more. Who the fuck wants to see Detroit in the goddamn finals?
And then the NBA is going to be like, "Man, we had record low viewership." Yeah, ain't no one trying to watch the Pistons in the finals.
Most LA teams get knocked the fuck off in the first round.
Yeah, the Warriors are the only California team left right now. If they're gone, then that's a whole ton of viewership not going to watch. I mean, I'll be honest, people will still watch it's the finals, but it's like
no. Like nobody was watching when the Spurs were in there. Like that 2007 finals, the Spurs versus the Cavs. Ain't no one watching that shit. Because everyone knew who was going to fucking win. It was LeBron versus the Spurs. It was the LeBron James Cavaliers versus the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, like at that point, it's like unless you're
that motherfucker was averaging 40 points a damn game, and the Cavaliers barely scoring 80 points. The closest they got, they lost by like 4 points. It was like 95. It was some bullshit score.
Before we do league, because I asked James this, I'll ask you this. What do you think the Lakers should do? Try to keep. I mean, I would say if LeBron wants to go back to Cleveland, let him do it.
LeBron wants to leave, let that nigga leave.
Let that nigga leave.
Just let him leave.
So you built the whole team around Luka.
Yeah.
That's
you
the
need
thing
to get
is,
a center.
what if Anthony Davis just asked to come back?
Take him. Shit. Take him.
Not gonna lie, if he wants to come back, take him. Literally, it's not.
Damn.
Imagine the Mavericks giving them Luka, and then Anthony Davis wants to go back. I would laugh so hard. My sides would hurt. That would be the worst trade ever if that happened. Oh, yeah. Imagine a world where he literally wants to leave and go back to LA. Holy, because like if people go back and watch their 2024 playoff games, Anthony Davis is doing so much defense for them. I even said, hey, losing him on defense is gonna really hurt. It is, and now people saw it, but what do I know? I'm just a black guy. But you know who also sucks ass? BDS. Because I have to roast these motherfuckers right now. All right, so we're going to talk about the LEC 2025 Spring Split standings. Fnatic and Karmine Corp are locked for playoffs, and I think Movie Star Koi are also pretty much locked for playoffs as well. G2 need one more series win. They'll be in. So the magical win number, I guess right now is like 5 if you're in that spot. So either Heretics or G2 could lock playoffs with the win coming up.
It's technically 4, depending on what happens with Rogue and SK. 5 automatically is locked, but as long as you get 4, you're in the safe space. Because it's top 6, right?
Yes, this split is top 6. Thank God. Thank the heavens. We don't have to watch.
Yeah, that's me. I would say 4 right now. The only team I say is out is Rogue. I think Rogue's out because they
There's can't just get no way. Yeah,
they can't because they can't get no more than 3 wins.
Yeah, and keep in mind it's not just like this right here; it's also the game record as well. So, BDS, like people thought going into this year because they had let go of Adam and got irrelevant, things would get better. And I want to make sure I point out the context of Adam. So remember how they had Crownie? There was a choice Striker had. You keep Crownie or you keep Adam. They chose Adam. They got Ice, right? Ice has been a pretty good overall ADC pick. So they had at least a decent eye for talent for that coaching staff. And then Adam wanted to basically punk his coach last year. It's like, Adam, you understand that they got rid of Crownie to keep you and Striker chose you. You can't just be going like trying to like make him lose his job. Like what the fuck is wrong with you? And then they let go of Adam. They brought over Irrelevant. Irrelevant was previously on Misfits, and he was also on SK Gaming. He played really well in SK last year. People were even saying he should be replacing Oscar Renan in Fnatic. And people would assume because you're on like a team that's like bottom in the standings, give or take whichever split we're talking about, you're probably not getting paid the best, because this is a misconception in sports and in esports that just because you're on the best team does not mean you're getting like the biggest contract. That's not ever been the case. It could be the case for some players, could not be the case. Just because you're on like the best team does not mean you're getting the bag, right? So apparently, Irrelevant is one of the highest paid players in the league. Now, keep in mind, and like LEC Wulo is such a fucking useless, dumbass retard. He's like, I don't want to reveal the players' salaries because it might cause them to get some criticism.
You do everything else, motherfucker.
I'm going to show you something he replied to me on Twitter with, and your brain's going to blow. Your brain's going to just completely fry. But before I show you guys how stupid LEC Wulo is, if I'm paying, let's use James Harden, my favorite choke artist, cocksucker, throat goat from the NBA. If I'm paying that man $39 million, yes, I'm going to be very angry if you aren't playing good. What is that? If I'm giving you $39 million and you turn in 7-point games, I should literally walk up to you and punch you in the face. That should be basically, we're throwing hands outside. It's not acceptable to get paid in Minecraft. It is not acceptable to be getting paid as much money as he's getting paid. Keep in mind, all these esports players are overpaid. And we know the esports business side of it is not sustainable enough to be paying these guys that much money. The only people that win in this is the players, because they get paid all the money, all their rent and utilities and fucking healthcare is all paid for. So if you're paying someone that much money as BDS is paying Irrelevant, from what I heard, you do not need to be turning in performances as bad as he is. This man's just not good. He's just playing like shit. People see how bad he is right now. maybe he doesn't fit with the team. Maybe on SK, he had a lot more leeway to play how he wanted to play the game, because that's what people don't understand about like roster configuration. Is like a player can look good in one scenario, like Chaz pointed out a long time ago, but if you move that player into a whole new different environment, he might not be able to adjust the same, because coaching staff has a different idea about how they want to play the game, and all the players involved as well. Like Irrelevant, literally right now, he makes Mbessa and Kasante look balanced. If Irrelevant is on Rumble, you know that's an automatic L. If he's playing Rumble, you can't win. That's just straight up. That man's just going to be giving you constant L's. Like, they're on a 3-game losing streak. It's basically just like Adam and 4 awards. And people are going to say, but they should have just kept Adam and Shio. Guys, last year, BDS were only the 3rd place team because every single team that was under them, not barring Mad Lions, toward the very end of the year, were shit. Literally, BDS was that 3rd place team that is only good because the other teams are shit. Because there's 2 things with 3rd place teams. Either they're a 3rd place team because they're just not as good as the other 2, like how the Knicks were for the regular season of this NBA season. Like, they're better than everybody else, but can they beat the other 2 teams? It's possible, right? Or you're a 3rd place team where you're only 3rd place because the rest of your competition is just shit. And that's what Team BDS were. That's their 3rd place from last year. Then last year, they could have went to Worlds. They were 2-0 up against G2 in the season finals, fucking bracket to go to Worlds. You win a series, you go to Worlds. G2 were already locked for Worlds. That's it. They constantly choked every series away, and they literally kept getting reverse swept. Their roster last year had plenty of issues, right? The only thing it was ever good at was just like team fighting, honestly. And this year, same problems keep happening. Like this year, their early game is very, very strong, but it's their mid to late game that suffers. They got rid of Shio. They got 113. 113 is a perma sprinter. He is just god awful. Paris, allegedly Paris was supposed to be the caps of support. Don't know who said that. That person should be fired, because I don't know who was telling you guys that. Apparently, allegedly, their new support Paris was supposed to be the caps of support, and that they were told that you need to get this guy right now. Whenever someone says a rookie's coming up and they're the caps of this role, I'm just gonna press X to doubt on that one, honestly. Nook, as you guys know, Nook bends it over and puts a fucking butt plug up his ass most of the time when he plays. Like, even when he carries, it's not even impressive, honestly. You know, like, they shouldn't make playoffs. Who's their next matches coming up? This is week 7. This is the last week. Oh, forgot. They played all their games. Yeah, they went 0-4 drop in their last week. So their fate. Is there one more week left? No, it's week 7. It's done.
Yeah, I think their games. Did BDS play all? Yeah, did BDS play all 9 of their games?
Yeah, because remember they went 0-4 last week. So BDS are essentially, they're pretty much not going to make playoffs, because also they're 8-13. So that game record is just, and they can't play any more matches to kind of, get more wins, actually. So God, man, there has to be some level of a roster change.
Yes, they are. Yep. They're the only team them and Fnatic are the only 2 teams that are done. Everybody else still has to play.
Yeah, Fnatic have locked playoffs, and BDS are out of playoffs. And once you kind of saw BDS lose to Fnatic when they could have beat them both games, it's over. Why is that they always play Fnatic close, can beat them, but they're so incompetent at closing out the game? They just lose it. And this is always just going to be a BDS thing until you change players like Nook. Because people are going to be like, well, if he's always like the 3rd best mid laner, why change him out? Because you have this that keeps happening with him. I'd be honest, I would rather just gamble on someone else. We've seen what this guy can offer. It's basically borderline 3rd to 4th place mid laner material. That's debatable too, because you could argue other people have been playing better than him too. Honestly, like Vladdy came into the league, obviously looked better, now is better. Jackie's is just a dirty sprinter, but I would say mechanically, Jackie's is a little bit better. Jojo Pion, when he's not fucking acting like Clarence, is better.
Yeah.
I don't count Larson. Larson's just don't even. Bleh.
Yeah.
Reeker. Fuck. Who's that guy on Vitality? Sajak.
Oh yeah.
Looks a little bit better. Like Nookie's
Barely.
just I don't know what BDS want. Just change your whole team. Just burn that shit down to the ground. Delete org, actually. You know, if you were just gone, life would be better. But then again, BDS have been actually in more finals than Vitality, and I hate Vitality. Yep. Vitality, you disgust me. You and then Vitality is gonna have 2 more series this week, and we get the match of the week on Sunday. Vitality versus SK Gaming. This is match of the century right here, boys. Jack, don't watch this. Watch the highlights. I ain't trying to say watch that live. I'll blow my brains out watching that shit.
Oh, shit.
Because Vitality basically went, you know what? We'll just fucking put Niski in here, roll swap him over Hylissang. I'm not saying bring back Hylissang. He was giga sprinting it. But I don't know. Niski looks like he's just... What's the thing in solo queue when you get into a position where they just give it to you? Oh, sorry. Filling. Niski looks like a fill-in support right now. Someone that's like, it's like when you're on a 5v5 team and they're like, can you play support? You're like, I think I can. All right, can you just fill it in? Niski is just a fill-in support right now. I don't know. I mean, I hope they don't win any games because I hate Vitality and I honestly hate watch all their games and I just love when they lose and they're depressed and sad because they're just fucking sad shit, disgusting pile of trash of an org. But Carmine Corp should beat them. French on French accent. You know, God bless the French. God bless Laurel. I would lick her tight booty hole.
Yo, wild motherfucker. You know that?
SK versus Vitality. No one wins in that. Nobody wins that. We just lose life, time, and investment watching that shit. Just all I ask for this week is Vitality not make playoffs. I'll be honest with you guys. I'd rather have GX or BDS somehow make it, but that's not gonna happen.
I'd rather who won the head-to-head over Vitality versus BDS?
I'm pretty sure Vitality won that. I'm pretty sure they did. I don't know. Let me check right now. You said Vitality BDS, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, BDS is kind of screwed because they're stuck in a position where
if GX win their next series, which is up against Heretics, GX will be in. Thank God. Oh my God! If Vitality made playoffs, we know they're out first 2 rounds. We know that's not trying. You might as well just have a 5-team playoffs at that point. You know, Vitality is just actually terrible. Yeah. I mean, Nako is decent when he's not running it down. I don't know what they see in Linsis. I don't know what they see in that guy. That guy's a sprinter. Sajak, like Nako and Sajak have potential. I can understand why they're on the team. Karzi could easily be the best ADC in the league, but he just, I don't know, has games where he just flips it and he just runs it down too. And well, they don't have a support right now. They have a fill-in support, honestly. So let's go to the LCK really quickly. Faker has Penta on Ahri last night. They did end up beating DRX. T1 end up moving to, oh my God, 1 second. What the hell?
7-4.
Yeah, T1 moved to 7-4. Just they're on the 3-game winning streak.
He beat the brakes on DRX.
I will say this: DRX's jungler is terrible.
Oh,
that jungler is
not.
That man made
the whole team terrible. All them motherfuckers was grouped up in the Baron pit, and then Faker just comes in and just already turned half of them, and then it was like, oh, okay, yep.
Even when Gumayusi was aggressively positioning really bad, Faker actually carried them that whole series. Like, there was moments in this series, guys, Gumayusi was in such bad positions, I could, in theory, understand why he was getting benched. He was aggressively putting himself in spots where he would blow his own ult and summoner spells to live, and that causes like owner and Carrier to save him. And it's like, okay, now we're in a bad position. Like Faker, man, he popped off so hard on Ahri. There was one play he did bad. You know, Doran was on Camille and he was getting dove, and it's like, okay, fucking, he's gonna die. Like, then Faker TP'd, and after I was like, Faker, what are you doing? What? But outside of that play, Faker played really well. He aggressively he did things to UCal that I don't even know.
Oh my God.
I need to show you guys what UCal was doing. I have it live on tape.
Man,
I caught it live on tape.
Man, we gotta show him that Pentakill. That shit was the way they were all just sitting in the goddamn.
I'll give it to you right now. I have the series right here. I want you guys to see UCal. And I said, if they sign UCal for DRX, you might as well just kiss your whole fucking year goodbye. UCal is not like he was in the LPL after being on. He was on KT in 2018. He won a title in the summer. He came in for Pawn, who had back issues because he was getting his ass blown up by Faker. Went to Worlds, had that great series against IG, the whole base race in Game 3. Lost to IG, then went to the LPL, lost to Rookie in every single series they played. Then finally came back to the LCK, and it's like UCal was really never good. He was only good and made good decisions on the map based off the players around him. I even said he'll look bad without the veterans around him, and he looks like shit. Honestly, it's so easy to see this stuff from people, but people don't see this. All right, before we go over the series, I want you guys to see the criminal shit that UCal just did here. This is not a serious player. I refuse to believe this. All right, going to this timestamp right here when this ad plays. Okay. So we're going to hit skip bad. And we're going to go right here. Look at what UCal's doing. What is that?
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
Look, I'm pretty sure you guys haven't seen that yet. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. So T1 diving them. All right, cool. UCal, we did the standing in a bullet time. What?
Yep. And the Andy tries to solve
literally delete org. Legit delete org. That's your mid laner. And you know DRX have no faith in this mid laner because they gave this motherfucker Annie. If your team has you play Annie, that means they have no faith in you to actually carry the game outside of just being a stun bot. It's like if someone were to give you like Sion. Who's playing Sion on DRX?
Rich.
The LCK bitch? Oh, shit, my bad. That's what you call him.
It's ironic his name's Rich when he's poor at the game.
Just look at this. So they're body blocking him because they want their mid laner to live. Okay. Andil, the support, dodged all of that. UCal's just sitting in the bullet time, getting just L'd constantly.
He gets blown first, and then Andil just...
Like Sponge literally made what's the dog champion? Isn't it Nefiri? That's her name?
Yeah.
Right? Sponge made Nefiri look balanced. Like this team is bad. This team is actually awful. Holy crap. Don't know how it's debatably, I don't know who's worse, them or fucking DNFF, the team that Berserker's on right now. The team that Berserker's on right now is
DNFF. DNFF. Because they actually have good players. Like UCal was at one point he was decent.
So I don't know who called this right here. No, that's when they killed him. This is fine. This is when they killed him. So
yeah.
People were criticizing Doran's Jace game last night because they were comparing him to Zeus.
Yeah,
it was like so he made a few good decisions, but it's like because all the T1 fans on Twitter, I need to show you guys this. Oh my goodness! Oh, these people are just like, I swear to like 15-year-old child who watched this game, who were a fan of this org. Like, how dare you compare Doran to Zeus? I'm just pointing out right now for anyone that doesn't actually watch sports, every player gets compared to everyone. Actually, a famous example in League of this is Chovy gets compared to Faker constantly. Every time they play. Actually, not just every time they play. They play, I don't know why people think that's an insult. Is it? Yeah, but it's just how sports are. Like, look at what Lazyfield's doing. Like, look at a horrible position that player is going. This is not League. T1, I don't know if they were really, I'll be honest here, I don't think there was ever a danger they were going to lose the series. I didn't think they were going to lose the series.
No. The reason why there was no danger because
Sponge was actually just sprinting it.
That plus you got Faker on Vector. You got Faker, Victor, you got UCal on Andy. There was no danger. The bot lane was actually a lot better than T1.
I think Keria played good. Keria played very well. But the problem is that they had to give Keria Gragas support because they realized, hey, it'll just be able to like bail Gumayusi out of the bad positions he was going to be in. His positioning was really awful this series, but I feel like the position was better in game 2.
That's mostly because they let DRX draft Alistar, and that's good into Zaya if Zaya doesn't have her ult. The fairies
this is when I knew DRX couldn't win. And DRX actually pulled the lead back from them for a little bit and actually had a really good team fight. This is when I knew DRX couldn't win game 1. So they start up Baron. Rich decides to himself, hey, I'll just kind of rumble ult them to like distract them and slow them down. Not a bad idea, but they just kind of all sidestepped it. And right here, UCal was hiding in the bush to keep Tibbers on Owner to stop him from getting into the Baron pit. But then look at this disjointed fight right here. UCal's stalling Owner, even though he's better off with
Rich
the team.
Is on.
Rich got killed by the Baron. Then Owner just walked up and killed. He had fresh beef for dinner. And then, Panthy. God.
So
even though the T1 players die, it doesn't matter. It does not matter his character because they have no ults, they have no summoner spells, and they all got killed by Baron. All Owner has to do is just block for Faker, which he does. So he tanks the stun, he almost kills Lazyfield, and then Faker just kills them. After watching this, I knew they couldn't win. I was like, you suck ass. DRX, you actually suck complete ass. This is bad. I don't know how this team exists. I don't know how they're even in the standings, but they're just awful. This team sucks ass. The Faker Pentakill was blah, 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 blah. Man, this girl's hot. This girl is really attractive. But that's not a girl. That's a dude. This girl is gorgeous. Oh my god. Damn. I'm nuts in that. Lick her shit out, honestly.
Yeah, you are.
I'm just saying though, you do it too. Pentakill is right here. So DRX's comp was better in game 1, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, they made like some scrappy moments happen that were kind of in their favor, but nope, didn't matter. Also, they took Otacon and then just all got wiped off the map.
Yep. So the worst position.
Otacon got wiped. So Otacon for Ace sounds good. Sounds pretty good, right, DRX? No. What an L org. Good job, Ondel. Got killed by just his auto. Good job, Rich. Congratulations. You're the team fucking cocksucker. Good job.
The only thing Guma kind of burst.
Yeah, that's right.
Guma used the ult too close to Rich.
Now remember I told you in the chat, it's like he was having some really off moments in the series, but he pulled it together in the MF game a little bit better. But God damn,
the thing is, he needed to go back. He needed to build armor pin. That's why he couldn't go. He couldn't get through Rich at all. He couldn't get through him because
because in this game, Faker was the tank shredder in this game with his Ahri build because he built Leandri's. That crypto bloom item. What was his?
Go back and look at what Rich built. That's why.
What did Rich build? Let me see. Let me play this just for a second to see what their item builds are. Because I know Rich, he shouldn't be getting shredded through Ahri. He should be able to. You should have what's the item? Unending Nightmare or Unending Despair or Spirit Visage to a point.
But it's like but the reason why because you don't build for Ahri. Look at everybody else is AD. Faker's only AP. Or no. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. All those guys are AD. Yep.
Faker's
no, might as well be AD. Yeah.
And Rich, I gotta be careful of Misfortune and Nocturne and Camille. What
was Rich's build?
He built armor. Like he should have. The issue is Faker just like, okay. He built Swordmail, Sunfire.
He built Sunfire Cake.
He did build MR with Mercrest, but that's not enough. That is not enough. The issue is this.
Did this man rush his MR tank item third after he knew the Ahri had 7 kills?
Yep. 7 kills plus the injuries and the ultimate one.
Yeah, he had Ultimate Power, Faker had Crypto Bloom, and Leandries.
Yep.
And their tank decided to rush his AP tank item third.
Yep.
This isn't real. I'm living in a simulation. I'm not living in the real world.
And then UCal is the absolute worst Talia.
He should never play Talia. Yeah.
1-4-1. This motherfucker was losing 1v1 to Faker with ease.
Why did he build Leandries against 4 squishy targets?
Exactly. Yep.
We're not
Faker
living in the real world.
That ass up. Sponge.
We're just
Sponge
not living
was living up to his name. He was taking all the hits. 4-4-4 like a Jay-Z album. Like,
Sponge was absorbing a lot. That motherfucker was absorbing everything.
This shit.
Oh,
these
God.
motherfuckers had an Otacon, did not matter because none of them got to use it. None of them got to proc it. Like two of them got to proc it. The rest were fucked. Yep.
Carrier hitting his 5,000 assists. Why does he look so young? This motherfucker, he's gonna go to the military eventually, unless it's that could get waived depending on their success for the year.
It's just gonna get waived.
It should.
Crazy Korean fanatics try to protect them. Yeah, Doran get 3v1 on.
Man,
jumping.
All right,
go back. I want to talk about this.
Keep in mind, already in this spot, DRX, because keep in mind, in the spot they're in this game, they know they have to flip this or the game's over.
Worst.
It's either
this
do
is
this
the worst leash in the
lose.
world. This is the worst leash in the world. They just gave the Baron over to T1. Because look, no one's protecting. You don't need 4 motherfuckers taking out the Baron. And then who's the motherfucker in the back? Who's the motherfucker in the back?
As is Nocturne, he just turns the lights off, and then Faker just flies in and then charms a EQ.
Ando. Why the fuck was Ando behind? And then it was like, oh shit. It didn't matter that Gumayusi. It did not matter that Gumayusi got killed. Gumayusi actually getting killed actually made it better for Faker to get the Penta. That's the crazy part.
DRX, you just suck so much ass.
Your Scion's supposed to be tanky, but it doesn't matter because he's tanky against everybody but the one motherfucker player.
Scion built an AP tank item. Game maybe extends. They don't win, but maybe the game extends a little bit longer. This man built Sunfire Cape Thorn Mail.
It makes sense because you're protected against Gumayusi, but you're not thinking about Faker. That's the thing. You didn't account for the motherfucker that had 7 kills by the time you was building the second item. He was building Unending Despair, but it didn't matter. Faker got to 15 kills, 700 gold.
Disgusting sack shit.
And that motherfucker built Crippling. Oh yeah, nah. Man, you gonna be burning like
look at you, Cal. Look at that. You depressed.
This motherfucker got Faker got Leandries and Crippling. You go, that's so much burn, man. You gonna feel like a song on by Usher. So Faker gonna let it burn your motherfucking ass. All y'all niggas.
Or unless you have
Ando 067, UCal 164 trash. Lazy Phil, he lived up to his motherfucking name. If Sponge gets one more 6, he's the devil. 666. Get him out of here.
Oh my god. So
Absolute
they lost.
trash.
So Faker put his fist up their ass, and then they're like, you know what? Instead of actually like looking for picks to maybe get back into the game, they're like, you know what? There's a Nocturne there. Maybe we should just like all in him. Do they not think that they're next to him? They don't think that they're just next to him. I'll just turn off the lights, go in. Okay, I'm out. L. What is that?
Yeah.
Lazyfield ran into the jungle, no vision.
Oh my god! Look! You see how Guma just chunked the shit out of Andal? Oh yeah, your support gone.
Yep. All right, you're mine.
Yep. Oh, easy. Oh, you Cal? Yeah.
Oh, goodbye.
Yep.
This was so bad. I don't know what Lazyfield was thinking. Like, guys, I want you to see how bad this is. This is a series. This is 3 L's. They lost Otacon, basically 4 for 1. They got fucking Pentakilled. Then they tried to engage on Owner, knowing he can just use his ult to displace them. Because if he turns off the lights, you don't really know where you're at unless he's attacking you. They're like, you know what? Let's just go fight this guy. Why would they not think they're next to him?
Don't forget he has the stride breaker. Alt plus stride breaker. This motherfucker disappears. Like, my dad at 12:15 in the morning.
Look at what so Andal jumps on Guma. Okay. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Lazyfield literally did the worst positioning I've seen in an ADC ever. Look at what Lazyfield just did.
That motherfucker
walked. He knew Lazyfield knew that their team was in trouble and they were getting bursted down. And then he, instead of going under the turret, he walked all the way over here to off himself. Look at what he does. Look at this motherfucker.
This motherfucker walked up and was just, oh my God. That is real.
That's the worst positioning I've ever seen in an ADC.
And then Rich, he gets fucked. And then, Ando's dead. Sponge is gone. Yucal, he gets chased down.
Well, Yucal's been a walking ward all game. That's a walking sack of money.
Sponge comes back in 25 seconds. Doesn't matter.
Then he danced on your grave. Then he hit the Zonyas on you. He said, "You ain't got no nipples. It ain't close."
No titties having ass motherfucker. This.
Oh God, Lazyfield. Oh yeah, God, I've never seen positioning that bad in my entire life. He walked into the quadrant knowing his teammate were getting shredded. They had no vision of where the Camille was, and he walked blind in and then just got diddied.
Yep. Shit's crazy, man.
I'm actually speechless. I've never seen that. In my entire life, I've never seen that. That's really awful.
I saw that shit. I was like, oh yeah, nope. Cooked. They're cooked.
You shouldn't be getting dinner after that. If it was up to me, you wouldn't be getting food after plays like that. But that's just me. All right. That's pretty much it. Wanted to make sure we went over at least one LCK series. We'll cover the rest of them, are the ones that I can watch in due time. This Sunday, the rest of the NBA 2025 playoff games. Anything you want to say before we head out, actually? Anything you want the audience to know about?
Nope.
Wow.
I'm here. Room for the Knicks.
God, man. Gonna let Lennon eat your ass?
Hey, man. If she wants to.
Damn. What about that one girl you said you were with who blew you to your eyes roll back like a slot machine?
Yeah, we're just friends. It's weird.
Yeah. Because women like that aren't wifey material.
Yeah, it's weird because she has a boyfriend. It's like, it's like crazy. It's like, because in my mind, I'm like, man, your girl had her tongue in my ass, right? I'm saying this in my head. I'm like,
then you're thinking like, if he kissed her, that means your ass breath is in his mouth.
I was like, dude, man, I hope she used Listerine and scrubbed her tongue.
Hope she brushed her teeth.
No, and scrubbed her tongue. She scrubbed her tongue, man. She gotta get the particles off.
Oh God, you gotta let me do it. Let me clean you out.
You gotta clean out Lennon after she eats that, McChicken and the coffee.
No, she had wacky cake at Carl's Jr. the last time we hung out, and a spicy chicken sandwich from Carl's Jr.
You gotta tell us stop being spicy, man. It's all wild shit. That's crazy.
Draymond Green said, "The agenda to continue to keep making me look like an angry black man is crazy. I'm sick of it."
You is an angry black man.
He literally is an angry black man.
Like, you can't say, the agenda. No. The agenda is to make Steph Curry look like an angry black man. You is Draymond. You is an angry black man. You dark skinned motherfucker. You don't get the opportunity like light skinned motherfuckers do. Steph Curry can get mad. It's like, oh, he looks so cute. You get angry. You're a threat to society, motherfucker. You know how the skin tone is. The lighter you are, the more safe people feel around you. I'm dark skinned as a motherfucker. Draymond. And you not dark. You dark. Like, motherfuckers look at you and be like, oh, he might have been in the gang. Motherfuckers be looking at me like that. I had a person at my job say, do you think he ever killed somebody? I'm like, and like, I can't hear y'all motherfuckers. Because she was like, I think he killed somebody. Like, bitch, the fuck? I look scary. The motherfucker, I was like.
Also, Draymond Green doesn't do himself any favors when he literally elbows motherfuckers to the face and to the head.
He be choking out niggas, man. Motherfuckers out here doing karate kicks and stomping niggas out. This motherfucker needs to be in the WWE, not NBA.
I think he's in the wrong business
some of the
right now.
Motherfuckers, like when he was fighting the Houston Rocket motherfuckers, those motherfuckers was that motherfuckers need to get chokeslammed. But you out here chokeslamming Rudy Gobert just because, like, motherfucker, you need to relax. Like I'm Ben Thompson that almost took out Jimmy Butler. That motherfucker needs to get an elbow to the back of his goddamn head. Like, if Rudy Gobert tried to elbow you to the back of the head, if Draymond Green turned around and punch him in the face, justified. Justified. I would not be mad. I'm like, that's a nigga moment, though. That'd definitely be a nigga moment.
So many crazy, like, because apparently right now, if he gets 2 more of those calls, that's a suspension. And if the Warriors lose him, they're not winning.
If they lose him while Steph Curry's gone, oh yeah, that's a free game for the Timberwolves. That's a free game. Because if he gets suspended while stuff is not there, free game for.
Yeah, I'll say right now, if Draymond does get suspended, there's just no way. Steph and Curry not being there, you can make it up with some of the players they have. But if Draymond Green's gone, the guy who's playing most of the defense, then you are gone.
Yep.
Oh, I saw the way Cassie and Ashley were getting wet when that fucking dude passed through. When in that one episode of Power Rangers, I think it was Turbo or whatever, they were looking like they wanted to rub some shit. Like rub one out.
Shit. Yep.
Fuck. Oh my god. This bitch was crazy. This is why Cassie is really that'd be a bitch I would date.
Oh hell yeah.
Like Ashley's cute, but holy crap. Man, she won't put the tongue in her ass. Fuck.
Like to me, Cassie was always cuter than Ashley. Like if the same shit was Trini over Kimberly.
Yep.
The Asian girl on Samurai.
Oh, the Pink Ranger. Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
What was it? Power Rangers always had a good eye for hot women. I was expecting that. Had a good eye for attractive ladies.
Shit, even the blonde chick for Operation Overdrive. I don't know, something about her. I would do. Ronnie from Operation.
That Pink Ranger from Ninja Steel. That ain't no freaking teenager. That's a grown ass MILF.
Oh hell yeah! Like
that's
the crazy thing about it is because she's Brazilian. We know girls that look just like her, but we were way too intimidated. It's like guys in Brazil, because this guy told me, you know why Brazilian guys are not intimidated by girls like her? Because there's like 15 that grow up the same way that look just like her. I'm like, what? In America, she's exotic because you don't see a girl that pretty with a fat ass and nice tits. Like, that's not BBL, because BBL stands for Brazilian butt lift. In Brazil, most of the women, they eat so much goddamn meat that's like enhanced that these women out here.
Oh, dude, I can't show you this with Amaranth right now. Oh my god.
Oh, I was gonna say, put that in the private chat. Let me check that out.
Doing some freak shit. Oh my god. That's how you end up with a baby doing shit like this. Because after this episode of the Cloud9 podcast, guys, I am going to have to show with
easy.
Oh my god. Damn.
Yep.
Well, that is pretty much it, guys. We'll have another episode of the Cloud9 podcast on Sunday around 7:30, 8 p.m. PST. We'll cover whatever games that we can cover because the regular seasons are about to be over for the regions. We're about to be in playoffs very, very soon. And then playoffs will hit. And then we have MSI. And then we have Esports World Cup. Good Lord.
Is World Cup this year as well?
Yeah. It's going to be after MSI. It's going to be like about 3 to 4 days after MSI. So the teams that finish MSI are going to fly basically straight to Saudi Arabia.
That's fucking crazy.
Like no rest? Just straight in.
Straight in.
Fuck. Don't even rest. Keep in mind, these persons like, oh, the season's so long. Motherfucker, we have like league players, guys get like 2 to 3 months off when Worlds is over. And keep in mind, if you don't make playoffs, you're literally just waiting until the play to the next split. Like, to be honest with you, DSG is going on vacation very, very soon because DSG is actually terrible.
Yeah.
So, yep. Thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Cloud9 podcast, and we'll see you guys later.